What's up, everybody? It is about 7:30 in the morning. I'm headed to the gym. It is Martin Luther King Day. Hopefully you can't see me because I'm not looking at you. I'm driving. Anyway, I'm going to see if the gym is open. I'm going to do this workout just because there are no excuses. Get the job done. Blah, blah, blah. But Martin Luther King Day, we finally got that holiday passed so many years ago. Are you going to celebrate? By the time you answer that question, the day will be over. In my city, there are different museums that stay open for free. Of course, they usually ask for a donation of canned goods, but this year they're just asking if you would donate money, which, of course, I will definitely do that if we get in, because they're saying now that you may not get in. I don't know how to reserve for that. I should have looked that up a little bit better, but I'm going to try to get in, so it don't matter. And some people ain't even interested, so it is what it is. But I'm going to take my son, and we're going to go and do what we do every single year. Go to all of the museums and see what's going on. Like, they always have something there. Have you explored the museums in your city? Yeah, leave a comment down below if you do this. If you don't do this, okay, but I do this. I go to the museums. When people say, oh, what's it to do there? I go to museums. I go to baseball parks. I check out all the stuff that people would not expect me to check out. I'm there. I haven't gone to the Indy 11, which is hockey, I think. Hockey, soccer. I don't know. I heard about it a couple years back, but I have not gone. I don't even know how to play. So when I go, I'm just going for what? Nostalgia? I don't know, but I'm going to go. And then we have Victory Field. Of course, we got Lucas Oil, which is football. We have Banker's Life, which is basketball, blah, blah, blah. Then, of course, all around town, there's so much to do, like the Indy 500, which only comes once a year, but they have different stuff there, too, that you can go. Like, at Christmas time, they had Christmas lights out, and you pay an admission to go and see all these different fabulous, whatnot. Unfortunately, in December, I was way too busy to be trying to do all that. But anyway, so check out stuff that you have to do in your town, and don't let somebody tell you, oh, it ain't nothing to do here. It's plenty to do. If you don't look into it, you're never going to know. But yeah, just look into those crevices. I always find something to do in every city I go to. If y'all didn't know, I travel a lot. I love going everywhere else, see how other people live. I ain't got no problem with that, child. You can catch me in the Outbacks one day. I don't give a dang. But yeah, I'll go just about anyway. Matter of fact, I have quite a few videos that I've been places that I have not uploaded, which I will be uploading soon. And just to clear out my phone, good Lord, I got so many videos in my phone. But yeah, I like traveling and doing different stuff and trying different things. I'm not a thrill seeker, so don't get those two confused. I like to travel, I like to see other stuff and see how other people, but I'm not a thrill seeker. You're not going to find me in the Swiss Alps skiing down no ski slopes. She ain't gonna do that because I already got knee issues, and I'm not about to make no more issues for myself. I will watch you go, but I ain't going. And then I'm not diving off no base, jumping off no mountain sides and all that. See, I'm not a thrill seeker, but I will, go check out some different stuff. I've done the other side. I've done roller coasters and checking this out. I'll do little roller coasters and theme parks, which I do not really care for, but kids be like, oh, let's jump on this ride. I'll get on the ride. But I ain't for the, I mean, I don't like when my stomach is in knots. For what? I don't need that. So I don't gotta have all that going on. But and the gym is open. Yay. Did y'all see how quick that was? I mean, the gym was like a few seconds away. Huh. It really ain't, but whatever. Yeah, so check out what it is to do in your city. Do not let this day go by. Or, you know, next year or what have you, because pretty positive the day will be over by the time you see this video. I'm about to head into the gym. I'm about to get it in like I always do. 160 is the goal. I'm going to have it this year. I'm not posting another post talking about some my weight loss goals. I'm not doing that no more. It's going down this year. It's going down. 170, 160. I would say 150, but that is crackhead zone. I'm not going to be 150. Whatever, y'all so crazy. All right, check y'all out on the flip side. I explained in the last video that the bike is giving me better movement as far as my little knee injury goes. So I'm gonna stick with that for a little while. I'm going 6 or 7 miles a day. So that's working out pretty good. And at this point, I'm just showing you the beginning and the end. I'm not gonna bore you with the in-between. All right, 13:09, 40 minutes on the bike. And just a reminder, we were not supposed to be filming in the gym. This is why I keep doing the film of the same machines, because this is where I can get away with doing, you know, the recording on this exercise or whatever, because we're not actually supposed to be recording in the gym. And this is excellent proof of accountability, that I'm getting in every day, doing this job like I said I would, to get down to that 160 that I promised I was going to get to. This is just holding me accountable. In my favorite spot again, the sauna. Alrighty, I just got in here. Hope my shirt don't melt. I think it's kind of cute. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this sauna. My eye is looking a lot better, even though I'm not gonna let y'all see. I switched up and did the bike today. I did like 6.5 miles on the bike, and it's a little different. I like it. It gave a better workout on the I don't know, the endurance part. It kind of makes you feel like you're getting a better workout than just walking on the treadmill, which I won't say is better, but my knee, I feel like it is actually going to hold up, that I can get into some of these different challenges and kind of beef up my game a little bit so that I can get my optimal results. I'm just trying to get down to my 160. I ain't trying to bother nobody. Trying to look my best. But real talk, I did abs and a couple other knotless machines. You know, my typical everyday machines or whatever. The switch up was really good. It kind of hit a few different muscles from treadmill to bike. But I think it's just going to be one of those things I have to go back and forth, maybe every other day. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Okay, guys, it is meal prep time, and I got this recipe for chili off of Google from the Wholesome Dish. I encourage you all to go and check it out. and make this dish for yourself. Okay, we are at food prep time. Food prep. I'm going to make some chili, and we're going to see how this goes because I'm using some ingredients that I have never used before. All right, in this skillet, I have a little bit of olive oil and some onions. Okay, my onions have been on about 5 minutes, and this is the actual ingredients that I said that I never tried before. Of course, you know, ground beef. I got the Simply Truth, supposed to be a cleaner version of beef. And then I've never tried bison before. We are going to see. I have 2 and 2 because I'm going to make 2 pots. My husband does not like anything hot, and I do. So we're going to see how this pans out. It says it's great for chili. We're about to see. Okay, just a quick insert here. This is kind of, like it said on the package, this is coarse. It says no antibiotics and no hormones, right? But my take on it is I can see where it's easily substituted. It's a lot thicker or chunkier than ground beef, but I can see this being a good alternative. It's supposed to take flavor a little bit better. We're going to see. But yeah, now I have to add my ground beef before I get too far along. All right, now that I have all the ground beef and the bison all browned and everything like that, we have to add the 2.5 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, and 1 tablespoon of garlic. Well, I'm not using garlic powder. I'm just giving you the recipes so that if you decide to make it, you know, maybe I'll just link it in the description below. But I'm not using the ground garlic. I'm using minced garlic. I just think it has more flavor. It tastes better. This is what we're doing. This recipe also calls for 2 tablespoons of sugar, but I am not using sugar. And it's calling for 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm just going to use one of the small cans of tomato paste and go from there. All right, now here is the end result. I end up putting in some diced tomatoes because that's just what I do. And I'm still contemplating whether I want to put in the kidney beans or not. These are all options that are at the bottom of this recipe that I'm going to link below, like I said. But it looks like it's going to be a winner. I will let you know how it tastes. Okay, so I finished up with this pot and I did taste it. I end up having to go back and put sugar in it because it was really tangy and it needed it. And I also put in kidney beans, chili beans, whatever you want to call it. Got that in there too. So yeah, this right here is pretty good. Oh, and then the coarse meat, the bison. Never had it before, but in the original, when I first started cooking it, it already smelled kind of smoky like the grill. I don't know why, but it did. And yeah, it actually tastes really, really, really good in the chili. So that was a win, and a win. On to the next one. So I went back on Google to find a side dish recipe, and I went to thebestketorecipes.com to find the fried cabbage recipe that I'm about to prepare right now. So go and check out their recipes and see if it's something on there that you might like. All right, so now we're back again with pork chops. These are boneless pork chops, and they are actually seasoned with Weber's. Let me see. We got the Weber's roasted garlic, and I put them in the oven for 30 minutes at 400. And yeah, this is how they turned out. And so with these pork chops, I am going to have some broccoli florets. And here's how I'm going to prepare them. All right, I have this in the pot. And what I do is I go through and make sure that it's not too big of pieces for any one person to bite into. Of course, you know it's going to kind of wither down because that's what vegetables do when you steam them. I put in about a half a cup of water, And I'm gonna put in about 1 stick of butter. That's 1 stick for a 32 ounce bag of broccoli. So that's just what I do. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so I have been steaming these veggies for about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. So I'm going to sprinkle on some of the same seasoning that I put on the actual pork chops, which is, I don't know, the Weber seasoning. And stir it around a little bit and let it simmer, I don't know, probably about a minute or two, and we are ready to go. That butter is going to make that seasoning stick to those florets. It's going to be great. I don't know if y'all ready for this. It's so good. Okay, so I'm about to make some fried cabbage. Here's my bacon. And I'm about to take this out and leave a little bit of bacon grease in here and put in my onions. Okay, as you can see, I just left the little dribbles of bacon grease in here. This is to caramelize the onions. And now we have onions. Okay, we're going to do this about, I don't know, until they get caramelized. Now I have looks to be like a medium size cabbage that I'm going to chop up and put inside the skillet. And I'm going to chop it up kind of fine and add it to the skillet with my salt, pepper, and paprika. But what I think I didn't say, I'm not sure if I said it or not, but the bacon grease, you were supposed to save the bacon grease, all of it, and then just leave the dribble like in the pan for sauteing your onions or whatnot. So hopefully you looked at this whole video before you went out and purchased, because yeah, that part I should have said up front, but I didn't. So yeah, girl, so I'm something like a gourmet any other time, but it's difficult trying to put this on a video. It ain't like I'm complaining. This is my first time really just going into more detail about what I'm doing. But yeah, it's difficult trying to put this on a video. Like, I don't feel like I can chop up my veggies and all that type of stuff. I feel like I don't know, there's something weird about that. But, you know, that's with the little, to me it just feels like it's a whole thing. So I'm working with it, and we're about, I don't know, about 6 or 7 minutes in on this caramelization of these onions and all that. So in a few seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and put the cabbage in here and then add the spices and see what really goes on. All right, so I have already put this cabbage on here. I am drizzling on the bacon grease that I took off. It said a tablespoon, and I don't know how in the world, to me it seemed kind of dry. This is my first time making this recipe. I got it off the internet. Of course, it has 5 stars, so I'm trying to see what they're working with. And if it's any good, I'm going to link it below. If it's not any good, I'm still going to link it below. It don't even matter. But, yeah, I don't know. It just seemed kind of dry to me. We can really see what happens. And then it says to add the bacon that you just, cooked. You can add that near the end. This is supposed to cook for like 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to be back with y'all when it gets closer to 10 to 15 minutes, because right now it just looks like it's about to burn. We going to see. Okay, so we are about, I don't know, 5, 6 minutes in, and it's beginning to look a lot like side dish. I did not add anything different. Like I said, it seemed like it needed water or something like that. I did not add or desecrate this recipe. I did exactly what they said to do. And right now I am sprinkling paprika as they said to do. And I have to be careful, and you be careful also with the salt, because you know that the bacon already is kind of salty. So, be a little light on the salt. And I don't really like pepper in my food like that. Not in the light colored foods or whatever, but I'm going to sprinkle a little pepper on there like they said to do. I ain't going to be hard-headed this time, y'all. Right. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out. So I'm going to do it exactly how the recipe says. And I will let you know. I'll be right back. All right, we're right about 15 minutes in. And it looks like it's nice and tender, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the bacon that I crumbled. Mix this up and see what we got, because kind of look good now. I don't know. Let's see. Person on the internet with the recipe. This might be a thing. I've never made my cabbage this way, but it actually looks pretty good. We're gonna see what this is gonna do. Yeah, I know I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If it's nasty, internet person gonna get a little feedback on this review. Okay, and this is my end result. I am too impressed. Like, I really didn't think it was gonna have this much flavor, and I'm not upset. It's not the best meal that I've ever tasted, but it definitely is a really good side meal, a side dish or whatnot. The salt, you're gonna have to season that to taste. Like, it really wasn't enough salt on there. The one that I sprinkled on there, I sprinkled just a little bit more. But for the most part, this is a go for a side meal for me. Like, this is definitely doable. Okay, now this is what the result of this pork chop, broccoli, and cabbage outcome is. This is 9 meals, guys. This is 9 meals. Keto meals that anybody in my family can eat. I'm doing keto for the most part, and nobody else is really trying to do that. And this is definitely something that everybody can eat. I got these trays from, let me see what I got here. Here is the package for the trays that I got. I don't even remember where I got them from. But yeah, this is the prep tray wrapper. And yeah, I guess you can probably look it up online and see where they sell them at or whatever. But yeah, this is 9 meals, keto. Of course, you can add cheese to any of this, but why would you? It tastes great, and you can do this too. This is easy meal prep. This is 9 meals. This is, you know, at least half a week. I'm thinking about it. So yeah, this is what the result is. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you joining me on these videos. Like, share, subscribe with your friends. Thanks. Bye.